Hello, everyone. I'm Mitchell Ryan Darcy, and I apologize for not streaming during the weekend. I had a pretty busy week. Had a couple birthdays, had a couple family emergencies, and various other things. And car troubles. It was a quite fun weekend. But anyways, in Genshin Impact, my quests are completely overloaded on the side quests, the little character quest things. As seen here, I got free keys, and then I'm getting a fourth one today because I've just completed my daily commissions, so that's full. And I've been using the keys to unlock stuff, but the problem is the way they have it set up is that it actually starts off like it literally, if you come across that area, it automatically starts the quest even if you don't have it selected. So, unfortunately, the Albedo one, I've actually already ran into Sucrose for the cutscene for that, the beginning, and I just actually, while doing my commissions, started the, I believe, Zhao one for side quests. So, yeah, so let's jump into it. And I know I should be taking my time with things, but I'm getting a little stressed out in this game in the sense because um, I'm hearing that some of the events coming up, like I've already missed a couple events that I couldn't do because I haven't even started the island like main quests yet. And so it's kind of like I don't want to rush through it just like I did for the fish, but if I have to, I don't know. Kind of want to take my time with these things, but and is what I do,
Don't blink.
and then up, and no, I hit circle. I can do this. I can do this. I can definitely. Yes, that's what I need to do.
Incoming. Yeah.
There we go. Kaching has been a very, very good help. With those little things where it's just a little higher up. So I'm currently heading my way to what I believe is the Hu Tao side mission story thingy majiggy. I'm actually, for my teapot, I'm actually surprised how much I'm running out of the Sunsetta. So, I'm definitely picking up those when I see them. Apparently. Kind of chose the hard route, I guess. Of course, climbing while it's raining is very safe. Oh, now I got a random event, of course. Why wouldn't there be a random event now? As I'm trying to make my way over there. Oh my god, I'm trying to climb, thank you. Sounds like you guys need a drink of death. Sounded cooler in my head than I thought. I feel like my Elgato card is getting worse at recording and live streaming because it's like these audio intervals are actually getting longer for audio problems, and that sucks because it's like I can't hear the audio in the game. You guys can't hear the audio in the game. But I do have audio, it just hasn't come back yet for some strange freaking reason. Collect all these. Make sure I don't forget any of these. Definitely gonna need these for leveling up. So we're going into what looks like to be the spooky forest. I've been here before to unlock the gate or dominion thing over there, but we've already met Hu Tao from the Moonlight Marionette event, so.
Why did we come here? Paimon's got a bad feeling about this. Not that Paimon's scared or anything, just, concerned for your safety. It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go. You're in an empty place, in the middle of nowhere, there's barely any light, and then just when you least expect it, a stranger comes out of...
Oh.
Quick, do something!
Didn't you say you weren't scared? Didn't you say you were concerned about my safety?
Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run into here is going to be far from normal. If he gets us, he's gonna eat Paimon for sure.
Who are you?
I'm a traveler.
Traveler? Are you from one of the other nations? No, I've never seen your kind of attire before. Could it be that you traveled from the other side? I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter who you are, there's no need for any ill will between us.
You have angered me.
Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Paimon.
But you're kind of terrifying.
Huh? I'm not. Paimon's super friendly looking. Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
Yeah, sure.
Gods protect me!
No. Stop freaking out and stand still. Relax.
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Please stay your hand. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey, Paimon already said nothing's gonna happen.
And now something's gonna happen. Hit the butterfly flutters away.
Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
That sounds like a normal thing.
Director, there's a ghost after me.
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts.
Exactly. We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain? Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either.
Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow.
Funeral. Oh, the Wangsheng funeral parlor! Zhongli is a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, well, trifling matters having to do with immortality. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it.
I don't think we fall into the client category.
Yeah, if we are looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to.
Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later.
Well, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice.
That's good to know.
Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes.
Whoa! Slow down! That's... you... There's a lot lot to unpack here.
That all sounded very bizarre.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique individual. Allow me to explain. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near future.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor,
Ooh, treasure
Wuwang
chest.
Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not normal.
Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal.
I'm here on an adventure.
Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. What, to be precise?
What do you mean? That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels. Wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we like to get to know you. I assume it's in that order, too. So I assume marble's the high end. But I've just only heard of this. Well, that's because I only fought. I just...
Oh, don't look so shocked. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread and butter. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but also me.
Charming.
Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like this. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting as an intermediary, it would be so much easier.
I don't really want to take part in your business. What's in it? What's in it for me? Yeah.
Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in return?
Ah, we're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are.
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even hit the ones who no longer speak for you. You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business.
When did we become your assistants? Wangsheng Funeral
Oh, it's another
Parlor.
one.
The
Or is that
ones
the same
who
one?
no longer
Wow.
speak. Oh, did she mean talking to the dead? She's a weird one.
Is there any more? As you can see, I still haven't really explored Lyre as much. Yeah, because I went over there, I unlocked that gate. Yeah, look at that. I'm at like 50% across the board for Lyre. And everything's above 80% for Mondstadt areas. So, I definitely, I don't know. Should I? I've been trying to think. It's like, do I do that off screen, trying to 100% all the land stuff? Like, I'll find all the treasure chests and I guess unlock all the little secret puzzles or whatever. I don't know. Or should I live stream it? Because I know majority of it would probably be me just struggling to find things. It's like, I've looked here 100 times. It's been several hours. I can't find this one thing I'm missing. Yeah, I guess I will do it off screen then. I'll leave the story and important stuff to the live stream. Like this.
Ugh, you again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition.
Just hear her out.
Oh, since our last negotiation, I've become come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll find has far more benefits for you. First things first, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also receive 100 of our signature wooden coffins for free, together with your first order. That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially dangerous areas, but don't you worry about that. I promise you, it's still very affordable.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal, don't you think?
Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as they say. Yeah, no, I'm not so sure that saying applies in this context. Speaking of precautions, I would rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place. Time for you to go. I have to attend other matters.
Hold on. Oh, would you say to a group discount? 30% off for parties of 10?
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another clash with the Millilith.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor services.
I think I side with Lan on this issue.
Yeah, nothing left to do here. Let's go back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
Kitty!
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all.
Y'all.
Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
Nah, my apologies. I'm only about halfway through. Do you really think they will be effective?
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for generations. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door. I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary, cremation, or funeral that they seek. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only we could burn them by the batch.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Special officer? Yeah.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, we'll be left with nothing, won't we? Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies ever since I became the director. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. I took inspiration from the wisdom of previous directors. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just like during our Visitors Guild, that's what I mean by business development. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons, just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile on them.
What do they buy and what do they get?
A solid and durable second home, of course. Well, they not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. That's the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor quality guarantee.
No wonder you're on the Milif's radar.
All right, Monk. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive enough, right?
No, I don't think
true.
that's the issue.
I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the Adventurers Guild because they are a new client. But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's unfair. Let me do some market research. Here are my faithful assistants. I'll be back with you in a moment. It shouldn't take too long.
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants! Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business again. Let's look around while she's away.
Investigate surroundings while waiting. Okay. Board used for hanging wooden tiles. According to Hu Tao, all the tiles should be blank. In which case, the characters on the back of the tiles must be the special offer. Okay.
You must be the director's new hires.
Of course.
Not us! We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and Hu Tao.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known.
Her? Tactful?
Okay. Next one is up. Exploring the roof, are we? Ooh, just.
A reward
How
on
long
the
have
road.
you been up here? Is there another one? How is it lower? Wait, what? I'm confused. Huh? Oh. Examine door. So behind this door is the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Looks far more ordinary than the director made it out to be.
We should get going. Let's go find Hu Tao.
Okay. Interesting investigation.
That's settled then. Write it like this.
How should we write it?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor bumper sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel warm and fuzzy.
But director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, director.
Poor guy. Giving up.
We should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
Oh, we're gonna hunt down new business.
As in us.
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least.
Comfortably. Comforting.
Lighten up. The way I see
Comforting.
it, people make death
That's-
scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evil spirits. Oh, baseless fantasy. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid of talking about. If I don't broach the subject, then Wangsheng Funeral Parlor won't be for the world. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Say that. Let's just least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary folks. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife the people may hold. Simply put, for those unable to see the border, they're best kept as far away from it as possible. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all.
Ah, that's why people think you're weird.
Never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear. All right, let's get going. Follow me.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Oh, nothing. Justin's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
It's gonna be the Adventurers Guild again, isn't it? Big G. I wonder if... Like, I'm trying to think, would that be a character that we are able to unlock? I don't remember any... Well, except for Ganyu? Could it be Ganyu?
Sorry, who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? Any aches or pains? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very much, thank you. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Why do they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
That's logical. Most logical conclusion. But, I would love to hear the story of how she became the funeral director of the parlor. Was Zhongli just like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna be part of this anymore. You do this, and just like pointed to some random person nearby. you be the funeral parlor. Was that treasure? Yeah.
I'll keep this close.
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? I'm not in need of your services. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Yeah, I would play the waiting game
Another
more.
failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
Watch somebody get brutally murdered in front of us, and that's like, haha, business.
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No, no, no. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You really don't give up, do you?
There's no persuading them.
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Enough business development. Please help me find someone.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Well, you don't think all that was business development?
It's future
What
business.
was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No, no, no. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Mung.
Rings a bell.
As it turned out, the big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G, but having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just
Okay.
had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
If that was stopping for a quick chat, I wonder what business development looks like. I would actually say both of that in that order, but
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, finding health.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm a doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
quite the
I
opposite.
was
Actually.
trying to subtly imply that... never mind. Paimon wouldn't know how to explain subtlety in a way you'd understand.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Mung.
So it's a Big G is a ghost, apparently. Which is interesting because I've seen when I first started exploring Lyre, getting to this city area, I did come across a character that was an actual ghost. It was near the mines, but and you could talk to them, but wonder if that's what we're looking for, or something similar to that.
Mung, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the city of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wuwang Hill. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, every night, Big G appears in my dreams. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow?
Sounds like a tall story.
Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. I get more anxious every day. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
Well, how do we know it's evil?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Mung has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Monk forever. Those people we found today were also Monk's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them. But here we are, empty-handed.
Wang Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this feeling recently, like staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong with me. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
Well, there's the problem, and time to solve everything.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, what a wretched end! The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was a curse. It was probably just Big G.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each other out.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me, I beg you. I'm too young to die.
All right, don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the right person. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need to make some preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get to the Big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Making my way downtown. Going to the exorcism site. Ooh, fish. Gimme. Ooh, fish. Ooh, plant. Don't mind me. I'm just taking all the resources that are here. Excuse me, coming through. Important funeral parlor business. Ooh, glazed lilies. Glazed lilies. They're mine now. Here we are. The exorcism site.
So, what mysterious rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago.
My God, are you? We can't tell if you're good at your job or terrible.
You
So why
saw
are we
those
here?
two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
That might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old.
Is it better to tell people the truth?
You're onto something. After all, we're only afraid of what we don't know.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha?
Yaksha, that's a new name. I haven't heard about it.
They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The lives of many which only spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangsheng funeral parlor.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead.
Never knew Wangsheng had such a long history.
So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a really great prop.
Okay.
You're finally here. We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It will absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety.
Doing the dirty work again.
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different?
Disarmingly different. I like that.
All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Uh-huh.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse? I'm counting on you!
No. Just gonna go for the
As a good knight
100%.
should. Out of the frying pan. Incoming.
4,000 damage. Nice.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Eat this! Boba, get them!
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
Ah, great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you.
No, 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 you
You've
don't.
been pranked.
You have to let it.
What?
You don't turn around and then say it after you do the pseudoscience.
This
Idiot.
exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't to lift the curse, then what's of your sudden recovery?
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. The first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future.
You're lucky that worked, Hu Tao. That could have
Life
very
is
easily
short.
backfired.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, there will be no end to his antics. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I bother you anyway.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Okay. Interesting to see where this goes. Wow. There's a whole section down there. I don't see anything. Oh, treasure chest, of course. And it's an exquisite. Oh, no, okay. Oh, fall off. Exquisite chest.
Overboard on the
That
road.
it? That wasn't very exquisite. Oh. Oh gosh. Makes me wonder how many hidden chests in Mondstadt I haven't found yet. I am stuck. I cannot move. Fall to my death. Don't want that. Don't mind me, guards. I'm just crawling on buildings like Spider-Man. Ever since I've hit a certain rank, I've been coming across so many world quest icons over random characters now. I remember a time when there was hardly anything.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Well, I didn't expect to stumble upon Big G just like that either.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world.
I guess there's a limit.
It was a twist of fate that made him leave in the first place. For some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
Yeah, so the sickness was related.
It must have been poor Luocheng that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Why didn't you come looking for Ming sooner?
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't. It's too high for me. I'd get scared.
That's right. Yes. He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
Good thing they didn't call you Tall G.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, my only choice was to hide. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, ever doubt my professional instincts? No, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuwang Hill, and we should be done and dust to dusted.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songze.
Oh, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a farewell ceremony for Big G. Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan?
Guess.
At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Yeah, we were just casually talking with a ghost in front of the parlor. Nothing suspicious or weird there.
Hi! Do you remember us?
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon.
Meng said that he's an old friend of yours.
Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even now. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, I find their director to be quite peculiar. But he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. And he still can't happen to Big G. Tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a keepsake, what would you choose? Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
Typical Paimon.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili chicken. I can make it for you if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure you appreciate the flavor of his childhood years. I still use that old recipe.
But I need those chilies to level up characters.
Deal! Just give us a minute.
I don't want to part with my farming materials.
Jueyun chilies are a common sight.
Well, I guess it's just one.
Great, this should be enough. I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down? When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Great! See you later! How did he know about the others?
He knows. Everybody knows. Nothing's ever a secret when Paimon talks.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral Parlor It didn't take long friends to figure out why. The Big G incident. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is a painful process. I would know. So, is Big G and you're here to see me?
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
I'm a businessman. I've got a sixth sense for this kind of thing. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say I proved a few people wrong. Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Back then, none of us could afford it. We were penny. Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of these. It was a dream come true.
Wow, you must be like super rich.
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long gone. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
Mm-hmm. We already saw Little Wu. Now we gotta find Songza.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
Oh, it's up here. Oh. Okay.
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic Euro dishes.
Oh, it just so happens everyone's here.
Huh? You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past events. We've been at it for years.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster. So, we've got nowhere to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than anything. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. They're currently all in the warehouse at the dock. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Jiffy. Jiffy. awesome.
I'll keep this close.
Don't be shy. Come inside.
Okay. That was a weird voice line out of nowhere.
Hi! We're here to pick up the prostrate shards for Sansa.
I think she mentioned it. Yes, here you are on the register. The Plostrite shards are over in that crate there. Please, help yourselves.
Okay. I'll just take it all. Oh wait, no, wrong section. Oh, no, I didn't want to climb that.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else.
Who's that
skulking
around?
We just talked.
These look like what Sansa was talking about. Let's head back.
I have to go all the way back up there, don't I? Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Oh, kitties! What are you guys doing up here? It's dangerous up here. Up, okay. Damn angled roofs. No. Damn it. Don't waste the time.
Senua kiosk. Go for classic U edition.
Gosh. Can you stop getting stuck? Thank you.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all release a lantern like this. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this rite remains observed, each of us remains.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let them know we're doing well, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
You can count on us.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like you. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Alright, oh, let's go. Alright, oh, let's go. I don't know, these side mission things feel a little different than the hangout events, the one with the different endings. I don't even know if they're the same thing. But there's a lot of stuff here. All that.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, and a Fatui badge too. Damn. This place has everything.
Who can I find? Are you?
Don't blink!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Hey!
Disappear!
Booba, get the... Incoming! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink!
The merrier. Look at me. Just once more.
Nice and spicy.
Electros over here. Really don't remember this place. Sure, I've been here before.
Booba, get...
Okay, let's climb. How far do we have to go? Oh. Wait, this is a cave? Where am I? Like... Must be a way out. Oh man. It's gonna be so much fun when we have a totally full stamina bar. I remember when I first started out and I had next to no stamina. Fun times. God. I think I chose the wrong place to spawn for this. I think I have enough stamina to get up there. Oh damn, I thought this was a flat edge up here. Oh, this might be the oh. Saved! Oh man. Might as well do this one here. 9, 10 objects. Yay! Okay. Just have to keep going across. There should be a way up. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Oh. Rest. Oh. Gotta climb here. Okay. Almost there, I think. Doing some Mission Impossible stuff here, right here. There we go. Ooh. Couldn't put the teleporter up here. just gonna unplug and plug in my Elgato to fix any desyncing of audio. Should be back to normal now. Well, it's now not gonna register, is it? Of course. To reopen my OBS link, of course. It's only the second time I had to do that. Come on. You kidding me? Did it actually... I apologize. Just having issue after issue. That's back. Okay. Send Big G off on a
you're
great
back
farewell.
already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
Yes.
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with.
I can't tell if you're serious anymore.
Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility. And I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
I'm scared. But like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this. We better see it through to the end.
Ordinary place. Oh yeah, very ordinary. Enter the board. What? A domain? Here? 82. Jesus. I can't even get past 80 until I reach ranger rank 50. Jeez. It's like it's built to be hard no matter what. Is there anything I can upgrade? Talents, maybe? Oh, that's right, I haven't done the Storm Terror for this time yet. Artifacts, yes. Let's upgrade some artifacts because I really need to go through my artifacts. Like I've done it a couple times at a glance, but like as you can see, my Traveler, for example, I haven't upgraded in like what feels like weeks, several weeks. And anything that's purple, I should upgrade just so I can get the... Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's get this one. Actually, hold on. I got some new ones. Let's confirm what we're keeping. At least there-wise. Healing bonus, energy, defense, attack. I mean, they're all... That's all percentage, too. I think I'll hold on to that one. Any good goblets. No, no. No. Oh, damn. That one got crit rate and damage. Attacks and... What's the current goblin I have? Crit rate, crit damage. Got geo damage bonus. Hydro bonus. Oh yeah, that's right. I shouldn't really keep any of these anymore. Definitely not blue. Okay. Crit rate. Nope. Definitely not keeping that. Critical damage. Compare. Damage crit rate. Yeah. Don't need it. This one's not good as well. Okay. Let's enhance. Where are we? What was the one I was gonna enhance? It was this one, yes. Because I have to get 8 pieces of these things that are 4-star or higher and get them to level 16. Good stat, good stat. Come on, good stat. Give me the good stat. There we go. Energy recharge, that's something. I actually think I'm out of artifacts to fodder. Anything that's purple. What's the difference between these two? Oh, that's right. I downgraded because I felt crit rate and crit damage is better, along with more health than health and energy recharge. Yeah, okay. I guess that's the most we're gonna upgrade with our party. So, just checking this. Yeah, I just need one more for that one. Why not? How hard can it be? Oh, what was the specific element? I need fire. Okay, well I got fire. I got Changling. As long as she doesn't die, we're good. And I actually, are we gonna try out Hu Tao? Like a trial type thing? I think so. I mean, I've already tried her because she's currently the special character banner for this week and the next. So, or for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, we're trying her out.
Wow! What is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
Oh, they even gave her Staff of Homa.
That pattern looks familiar.
That's cool.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I can't remember what I was supposed to do when that happens. Oh, okay. I just line it up. Anything else? No, no, just okay. I will say it's nice having a pyro DPS that isn't Changling. Such a breath of fresh air.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Time to clean up. I'll catch up.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... how do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
I just heard a chest. Huh? What? Oh, maybe it wasn't a chest. Maybe it was this way.
Nice and spicy.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
So I was about to say, is this a tutorial? I'm sorry, is it not connecting? Thank you. The beacons are lit. Oh, good. Resurrection. Ooh, treasure.
Yeah.
What's over here?
Yeah.
Boba, get them!
Time to go! See?
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Nowhere to hide.
Don't be frying pan.
Wind blade.
Cross over!
Yeah, she's definitely powerful. Hu Tao. Which way are we going? Open door. Oh, okay. Guess I'm not going that way. Okay. Suspicious wall. Missing. Oh, okay. Just opens on his own. Okay. I don't even know where I am anymore.
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead. Out of the frying pan.
Probably something down here. Or am I supposed to go down here? Seems a little suspicious. Okay. Interesting.
Nice and spicy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, did I just go around in a circle? Apparently I did. No, wait, there's way up here. Wait. Are you kidding me? That's bullcrap. I have to go all the way back around, don't I? Wait, what?
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Okay. This place is playing tricks on me. Cause I killed you before, Spider. Okay, apparently.
Booba, get them! Incoming!
Wait, I could just cut across now. Try this again, I guess. Or I have to like speed run it. I can't remember which way I went.
Nice and spicy.
Wait, okay, so no, wait, this is where I came from. Okay, never mind.
What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
Now if I go back the way I came, does that do anything? I guess I go through it again. This is a very strange puzzle. Because as soon as I go, this is gonna close, right?
Windblade! We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Oh, I get it. If I take it there, instead of putting it back, I take it all the way around trip. Okay. Instead of going back the way it came. Okay. So simple. I have to do it at least 2 more times because spider.
Speed of light.
Oh. Okay. Take free. Hopefully it doesn't, hopefully it's not too much of a time limit of how long you can hold on to that thing.
Gooba, get them!
Appreciate it. It burns faster, thank you. Try this again. We got this. We got this. Take the fin.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Hopefully the water doesn't... 'cause I didn't bring anybody with ice to have us cross without getting wet, so...
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you...
Well, that was fun.
Finally! Paimon thought we were going to be trapped in that weird... forever!
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
What?
Ah, okay. Bonsai. Oh, actually, hold on. I didn't exactly dive. Never mind. Okay. I was hoping to do an actual, dive. But I guess it didn't trigger when I jumped. Ooh, treasure chest. That makes everything worth it.
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Seems kind of like the teapot, like the Adepta. Oh, okay. There's other ghosts.
Are you clients? Apologies. this is just a little unexpected. Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. But I'm afraid we don't have the means to entertain guests here.
Who are you?
My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for a long time now. Exactly how long, I couldn't really say. It says waiting is difficult, but walking, watching, talking to newcomers, and the old crowd, it helps to pass the time. I can keep waiting, but who knows whether what I'm waiting for will ever come to pass. It's all the same to me. Waiting's all I can do anyway. But if you too are looking for someone important to you, it's best not to keep waiting forever.
Interesting.
Are you new here? What a coincidence, so am I. I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold with no sense of space or time.
Well, we got this
Maybe
no
I can
space and
finally work out
time.
a lifetime of emotions. It's fantastic. Perhaps I just set my expectations too low. By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean recently?
That guy? I remember him saying it was time for him to move on.
Good for him. I wonder where he's off to next.
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Some other time, perhaps. I'd like to stay here for a while. By the way, have you seen Uncle...
That guy?
This is the kind of dialogue I hate, where it's like, there's two people there, you go talk to one, you get the same dialogue from both, and then you talk to the other person, assuming there's going to be a different dialogue, and there isn't.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as you yell it really loud, your wish will come true in the future.
Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, then everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Wu, you start.
All right, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat joy and chili chicken every day!
That's your wish?
If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
That's true.
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ning Xiao lanterns. The big kind! And Xiao lanterns, too. I'll be the best artisan around.
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao lanterns.
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G, what about you?
Me?
Huh? They all disappeared. Right when he was about to make his wish.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern rite the five of us spent together.
It's been so long. Everyone's all grown up. Have all those wishes really come true?
They've come true. We can prove it to you.
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Wu's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And Zongza makes great shell lanterns.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. We've kept them in our hearts as a promise to each other. Anyway, time to release this lantern.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
They're like, let's give them space by moving closer to them. Just checking to make sure there's nothing special over here.
Take a hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room.
Your scope of work is nothing like I imagined.
Really? The end result is the same, though. Exactly what I do and how I do it are just minor technicalities. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was once upon a time more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral parlor. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Death devastated the world of the living. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter, but slowly, they managed to drive away death.
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak, life was on the verge of bringing about its own extinction, while death was coming back with a... It took a long, long time, longer than you'd think, to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today, neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me.
Can you reveal a bit more?
Not a chance. Curiosity can be perilous, you know. Don't forget my warning. The less you know, the better.
So the more we know, the
my
better.
words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that. A funeral parlor. Nothing more to it.
Won't disagree. It's time to go back.
We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be taken for granted. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where all begins and all goes to rest.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about every little thing I say.
Yeah, she's definitely weird. And unique. Sorry, I think the less I know of her, the better. Well.
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you say? But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind, I may have to forget our friendship and give you a far less fond farewell.
I won't, I promise. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention to bother them.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true too.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
How can you say such horrendous things with that smile on your face?
Well then, last but not least, let's say our goodbyes to Big G.
See you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
No worries. I'll just take my leave. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that. No life is without its regrets. You can leave in peace now.
All right. I'll remember you all. Goodbye.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is emptiness.
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to hear it earlier.
Well, after each of us has started a family and built a career, we want both our families to spend the Lantern Rite together. That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest. They all had a chance to fulfill their wishes. Mine, however, will remain just a dream.
You still have a lot ahead of you.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day. So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet whoever you want again in the afterlife. Isn't that great?
Thank you?
Hate to say it, but I don't know if it's because I've spent so much time with her now. It's like, I kind of understand what she's saying.
Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wanghill. I have a lot of feelings to process.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally, this doesn't change the terms of our previous agreement. The leave will be unpaid.
Aren't you forgetting about something?
You promised that you'll help us in our search.
I took you to the border and let you look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for. It is a pity indeed.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of help.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find any leads worth pursuing either. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If so, I'll be sure to let you know.
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the border...
Oh, stop saying creepy stuff.
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated.
Seems like you really like your job. Seems like being a funeral home director really suits you.
I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no regrets.
Okay. Is that it? And then And she's just gone. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I guess story quests, hangout. Oh, okay, so these are the hangout events. So these are the ones with the multiple endings and whatnot. These are just story missions, I guess. I figured they would use up keys. Because I know you use the key to unlock the mission, but... Oh, well... Let's, well, let's confirm. So that was it. For the Hu Tao one, right? Okay. Stuff. Okay, so yeah, okay. I think we're doing the... Yes, this is the Albedo one. But,
Since I don't plan to ever come back here, I'd like to make the most of this opportunity and stay a bit longer. The director's right. Perhaps some time away will do me good. A new life awaits me.
okay. No, I just wanted a treat. Might as well grab some while I'm here. See how far we have to go for this. Okay. Oh, it was right at the base of the bridge. Okay. Kind of glad I didn't accidentally stumble upon it and all the commissions I had to do in Dragon Spine. Oh, Rosaria. Didn't expect to see you here.
Sister Rosaria!
Huh.
So here you are. Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? Event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up.
I don't know what the hell we just stumbled upon. This is interesting. I should have had popcorn.
But if you dally longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Just teleport, Barbara. You'll get there instantly.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain, or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where, and you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
We're looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after this. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
You're more like a detective.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Treasure hunters.
Another test subject. I got careless.
Steady as stone. Incoming.
Should replace my hammer.
Don't blink.
Wind blade.
Out of the frying pan, it's...
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
That's to say the least.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
I think that's the fastest I've ever dealt with that enemy with the shooting. Usually they take forever to die.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Steady as stone.
With the wind!
Hey!
Let's end this quickly!
Nice and spicy. Speed of light. Leave it all to me. Boba, get them! Cut to the chase. Let's...
Forever.
Eat this! At the frying pan. Incoming.
Die.
Let's end this quickly! This isn't good.
Don't blink. Hey!
That seemed to work.
Boba, get them!
Disappear!
Now that's out of the way.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Okay. Which way is it? Oh. No, that's not it. Might as well collect behind trees while I'm here. Need that for my teapot. Oh, did I pass
I'll
it?
catch up.
I did pass it. Follow, so he went over here? Question mark? No, maybe. Did he go down here?
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
What are you talking about? She's cryo.
I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Apparently I don't have enough of that. Oh, I went this way. Trying to figure out what, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Seems very straightforward. Just follow the path.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
Oh, did we just ruin his painting? He'll never forgive us now. Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Like the gods I've
already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
You were painting villagers?
What's up with painting hilly churros? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
That's not exactly how I was picturing the painting to look. Very avant-garde.
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these holy trolls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Okay, bye, Rosaria.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came far. From another world, correct?
You are worthy of your scholarly representation.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research?
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa, you want to start with that?
You're right. Demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
Alchemy really is miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world, helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
So I am an object of research.
Shall we just get out of here? It's a little freaky.
What's in it for me?
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound?
Amazing.
Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Rosaria, secretly stalking.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. Does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
A disaster will happen.
Someone needs...
We'll probably end up destroying all of Mondstadt. It'll be the end of the world.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, there's so many pine trees. I may die, but I'm dying for the wood. The wood of pine trees. Okay. Guess there's no warm thing. There we go.
I'll catch up.
Yeah, I always make a
Someone needs
note
assistance.
while I'm in Dragon's Mind. Always pick up as much pine tree wood as I'm here.
Leave it all to me. Out of the frying pan. Boba, get them! Don't blink. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
its assistance.
Oh, I thought that was a tree.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible.
Okay.
Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Doesn't seem like you understood.
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
You sure know how to keep Paimon on board.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person. How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, any extra organs? Heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
Not that I'm aware of.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference in the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious element. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
As long as I'm not being battered around by hydro mimics.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Actually, that just reminded me. I actually haven't been versus the Oceanic boss yet.
Nice and spicy. Incoming.
Windblade!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Is there no health bar about this? Oh. Interesting.
With sword comes shadow. Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
It just seemed like another battle in Genshin Impact. Nothing much.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
'Tis not a scratch.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Will it crystallize in my stomach?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not hugely reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
This is like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Can't use any of the hundreds of ones I've had before.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Okay, we just need 2 more.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
I assume it's in the area that I've been before. The area with all the books and stuff.
Someone needs assistance.
Yeah.
Campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Yep.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Rational?
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Uh-huh. No. I have to actually literally drink it. I thought it would do it automatically when I select it. Potion Albedo made using alchemy. Despite its unusual color, Albedo insists that the potion will work just as expected. Drinking it should not cause any adverse side effects. Use.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drinks?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Out of consideration for the test subject?
But of course. You're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wants something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
I think I'm getting it.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power with fear. Tomei, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon to say was... That spirit? Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Observe table. Wait, man, this is exactly like the beginning of the Hu Tao mission, where I was examining the funeral parlor. Check. Looks like the owner has a high reading. Yeah, okay.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
I couldn't make heads or tails.
Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate elements, but may well exist where only one person is able to do so, or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Am I battling slimes again?
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Alchemists certainly have active imaginations.
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
Of course not. Not with the emergency food
elemental
around.
power into the food. Maybe try the willpower thing again.
Cook some sunshine sprat.
Where does it get these ideas from anyway?
Do we have enough materials for it? Sunshine. Man, I really wish these things were alphabetical by... Oh, there's a sorting option. How long have I been playing this game? And I just saw there's a sorting option. No, it doesn't sort by... Damn. I was kind of hoping there was an alphabetical. Okay, here it is. Sunshine spat. Cook. Good thing I bought that fish earlier.
was fast.
Oh, I just needed one. I cooked as many as I could. For more testing, more science.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
Not often that Paimon gets this much attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes, I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but two else have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on lost items.
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Yeah, that ability, yeah. Da da da. Oh. You mean in the cave, actually. Ah, there it is.
This must be electrohypostasis powder! The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This gotta be it! Still in one piece!
Don't mind me,
Good
I'm
thing
just,
the vial's so strong!
just cutting down trees. It's all part in the name of science and experiments, okay? And teapot. Mostly teapot.
You managed to Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
With you to the end.
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
Nope.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Nope.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then could you see her?
Sounds like we're still on the superpower test.
Then I too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Up we go.
Booba, get them!
Higher and higher. There's just too many trees here. Top of the mountain, aren't we?
Speed of light!
Back down to eat.
I'll catch up.
Okay. Yes, I think it's on top there, so this is where I will climb then. Woo! Wasn't expecting this.
I'll keep this close.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
Booba, get them! Nice and spicy! You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
That's not very reassuring.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
My kind of experiment.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh!
Okay. Well, if I had an ice person in my party, I would probably build a bridge. Okay. Oh, we got here before you. Never seen a
Quite
performance
like it.
quite like it.
Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization too. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The
essence of the investigation process is infiltrating, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite as the unknown transitions.
As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting and the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be like boring to you, like some basic draft of a sketch? Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment: intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Someone needs assistance.
Did I go the wrong way?
I'll catch up.
Yeah, nearby my house. Huh, this must be the intelligence test.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels.
Yes. Yes, we have.
I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe.
I'm getting good at these. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Remember that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Time to show off my intelligence, my great big brain of thinking. Okay, so... This
It's
is
a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
I remember this. There was something similar about it. There was a second one, if I remember. There's 2 of them, right? What's the other one?
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Well, this I've done hundreds of other times. So it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Oh, you guys weren't there before?
With the wind! Don't blink! Cut to the chase!
So that's 1 down. I'm gonna assume the other one is... Oh, that's it right there. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Because there's 2 of them. Oh, it goes back up there. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then... Just have to look for the second one of these guys. Oh, there he is. Makes sense to go from the high one first, because I'm smart. I'm using my intelligence. Now I'm stuck. Oh no. No. Okay. I am so smart. SMRT. Albedo was just like, did he just die? And then respawn. Interesting. I should write that down. Are you kidding me? The whole idea of this is that I start off the high part. Thank you. Jeez. Could have easily done it the other way. Ah, Abyss Mage, of course. It's like secretly a physical test as well, isn't it? all the way up here, is it? No? Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. See? I'm smart. I only died once.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do... Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased.
Yes.
We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
It's a little more than just those two puzzles.
What's this?
I feel like I've seen these before.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for never have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our read.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
I take it I passed the intelligence test.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You didn't leave the mountain?
We were the bad guys the entire time in Genshin Impact. We were the true villains. Yes, all of this has been according to our plan. The rite of parting going wrong, and the Storm Terror defeating them, and Child, and saving life. That was all a facade for our true evil plan, which is this Albedo side
I
quest.
most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
He has ulterior motives?
Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
That is a great line. I was just helping him with his research.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
Hold on.
What are you gonna do?
Isn't Albedo like the head of the investigation branch for the Knights of Favonius? Or am I overlooking something? You came here to be sure, and you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me.
I mean, Dragonspine is a dangerous mountain to be on, in general.
I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have any people like that.
Where was her when, you know, I was talking to Child, you know? or outside the church when, you know, me and Venti gets attacked by Signora, like, you know, maybe she's the one that is the bad person. Maybe she just lacks security. Maybe she's just sensitive. I guess lacks security?
Huh.
Yeah, never mind that shit. Let's just get out of here. Back to the cavern. Boop, boop. I'm just gonna unplug my Elgato and plug it back in. There you go. Okay. Audio back in sync. His conclusions is that he was the true villain all along, and he was playing us for a fool.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally, by his sister, no less.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
That's it?
You couldn't just by looking? All day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Perhaps.
I mentioned the natural laws of the world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Teyvat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem. And now to is not nurture worldly life also nurturing the world itself?
That's deep. It was beautiful.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Well, I haven't withered just yet.
Things feel a little heavy right now. be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired over the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen.
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Interesting. Well, after doing that, don't really want Hu Tao as a character, but I definitely want Albedo, so I'm definitely in the future probably gonna go for that character. So that's it for those two. That's a good place to end it for now. I'll figure out what I do, because I figured it would be the same thing as the hangout events where you use up keys after the midway point or whatever, but I guess they're sort of just one-off things that sometimes have sequels, so I'm definitely gonna have to use up a key. Can't use any of those ones, so it looks like it's gonna have to be Klee. Free up a key space and get my key back. So I'm definitely gonna have to work my way through these story things, but that's definitely gonna be a later date. This weekend I hope to live stream some more Dead by Daylight to say goodbye to the Stranger Things level that is going to be going soon. And maybe I'll do another Genshin Impact one just before it as well. I'm not entirely sure. Don't mind me. I am just grinding away at this wood. So, I want to thank everyone for watching. Check out my other stuff if you want. It's entirely up to you. Thank you very much again for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whenever. And thanks again.